All righty. Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to our morning. I'm going to start calling this our morning meetup. For some people, accountability is like, it scares them. Some people don't like that word. So we're going to make this be like, hey, it's no big deal. Just come on. Nobody's like, it's a judge-free zone. You don't have to feel pressure. We're meeting up in the mornings. Those of us who don't mind talking some business and making sure that we stay on track and our team stays on track and giving value in the business lane. So that is why we are here. And this is not just for me to talk at you. So most times I will start up a topic, but I want to keep the conversation going by your input as well. Okay. So we've been doing a really good job of that. You've been doing a good job of that. So I appreciate that. Couple things that are on my mind this morning, guys, is I'm really excited about this marketing system. And yesterday we started talking about the marketing system. Lavette has already purchased hers. Anybody on here already purchased their marketing system that promotes the Quicksilver business? I have mine. Anybody else?
I think I have mine.
You do, Miss Angela.
It is so much stuff. You're talking about the registration and the app for, what's his name?
Yeah, so that's your marketing system. So yes, you have it. Okay. And it is very robust. Do you have yours, Felicia?
I'm doing it as soon as we get off this call.
Okay, awesome. So definitely, guys, get this marketing system. Yesterday evening, Cedric went through some of that, some more of the setup of it, which is really not a lot to do. But if you have any questions, hit me up. But I want you all to remember this. In this marketing system, it's going to help you to share. It's going to use automation and it's going to use technology to help you share the Quicksilver message. But when you have a lead, it is your lead. And like you heard Cedric say yesterday, you heard him say, look, I know y'all doing other stuff. Most people are doing more than one thing today in these days. He's not thinking, oh, that your only thing you're doing is Quicksilver. He said the only thing he's not doing is Quicksilver. So we get it. That's why yesterday I was saying, when you have a lead, you can use that lead for whatever else you want to use it for, in addition to Quicksilver. Some of you have wellness businesses, some have other product and service businesses. So we pay $25 a month for the system. And now you're going to be learning how to and generating more leads than you've ever generated before. And so you should be having more results than you've had before. You should be having more people to talk to. That's why you should be having more results, because you have more people to talk to and more people to look at your offering. Okay. So inside of the system are some funnels that will put a person into a system that will share with them about the opportunity with Quicksilver. But then remember, you have that. And if a person shows a non-interest, you start up a conversation, by the way, how long have you been an entrepreneur? How long have you been seeking, something? Hey, listen, I understand everything is not everybody. My funnel didn't talk about this, but I do have an insurance business as well. I do have a wellness business as well. I do have a whatever kind of business people have today. I do have a telecom business as well. Who do you know that may have interest in? So remember that, because you want this system to really pay you. But if a person's not interested in one thing, share with them what else you have. So understand that like the industry of network marketing really has changed. Some basics remain foundational, but when I say it has, back in the day, people several decades ago, people never did more than one thing. They were loyal to one company for years. That is not the case now. There are thousands of more companies. Companies tend to come and go more readily. But what we are still in, we're still in the people business. I got to help you to really understand the business that you're in. The business that you're in is the people business. And if you learn to connect with people and have a relationship, not that you're friends with these leads, but if you connect in a friend tone, in a helpful way, people will be open to whatever you have to share. So you need to write that down. Like, I'm in a people business. And yesterday I gave you the example, and I said, hey, listen, last month, why was I able to do all of that? I was able to do my wellness business, helping to get people back on board and all of that up and running from the merger, and do those things we did in South Africa, help people in the US, be number 2 in the Quicksilver business, and win a trip to Barcelona in my crypto business. Why? I don't even see it as 3 different businesses. I'm in network marketing. I talk to people every day. And as I talk to people every day, I have an offering depending on that person and what they have done that and what they want that I make to them. And this person goes in this category, this person goes in that category, this person goes in that category. But I'm talking to enough people and making the offering to enough people that allows me to be successful in whatever endeavor that I am pursuing. So you've heard it before, like, it's a numbers business, right? You heard it before. You heard it's a numbers game. It's a numbers business. Anything, I don't care if it's somebody selling widgets, selling insurance, in real estate. You hear, he who talks to the most people wins. He or she who has the biggest list wins. Have you all heard that before?
Yes.
So it is absolute truth to that. And the marketing system, for those people who are challenged in talking to people, and even if you're not, the marketing system will still help you to leverage talking to more people, and it'll do the talking, more of the talking for you. So, and then here's the cool thing. When your team now is on the marketing system, now you can have more success, because now your team members can have more success. And typically where a lot of people fall down is, even if they're great recruiters, is to getting the duplication going. So, because you're not, like in Quicksilver business, you're not making a ton of money just in selling something, right? You're making more money from when you get the duplication going and those challenge packs are being sold. So you want your people to have a system that helps them to more readily bring in challenge pack holders, because that's where the 7 levels of pay come in at. Now, in the binary, of course, you get paid down to infinity, and you get paid from even the spill underneath of you, from what people above you've done, and all of that. But you hear Cedric say, it takes a while to build up a binary. Have you heard that before? I see Dalton shaking his head. Yes. Anybody else heard that before?
Yes, Doris. Yes.
Okay, you heard him say it takes a while to build up a binary. Okay, to build up big money in the binary. But what we have on the front with Quicksilver is the 7 level unilevel of 40, 10, 10, 10, 5, 5, 5, 5. I think that's how it goes, right? So that is what will add up to the hundreds of dollars on the front end each week, and potentially even more when you get the duplication going. But it's really good extra money. But you got to understand, guys, you got to understand the business that you are in and really know kind of how to like dissect what it is that you are a part of. Not that you got to really dissect it, but what I mean by is this. I'm gonna use Doris for example. Doris had a lady who wanted to buy coins, right? And the lady was taking her, in my opinion, through a lot. I'm like, Doris, you can't spend an hour with this lady selling her a coin because you make $1. That is not a good use of your time. Like silver, there can't be a high markup on that because you won't be like in the marketplace, you won't be competitive. You know, they're not trying to put a high markup on the silver coins. So your money isn't coming from selling silver to people where you make 50 cents or where you make $1, right? Now, if you got hundreds of people in your team, thousands of people, everybody's doing a little bit, all those dollars or whatever add up, but you're not going to go around sitting down with people, giving them a presentation to make $1. Don't do that. Okay. So you have a link to your shop. And if somebody says they just want to buy, just give it to them, right? And maybe you answer a question or whatever, but your focus in Quicksilver, the money comes from the 40s, the 10s, the 5s, right? It comes from those challenge packs being sold. And then as coins are sold, you're going to make cycles from that as well. And in the beginning, make money from that. You make money from that as well. But I'm telling you, you just going out and selling silver, you don't make money, big money from selling the silver. It's from the duplication. It's from people saying, I see this opportunity. It's from them hearing the 6-minute video on wealth building. If somebody says they don't get it after watching that,
work with you. Uh-oh.
tell them to watch it again. Okay, because they're not getting it. She's talking, and maybe you should watch it again so you can make sure you have an understanding of what she's saying. She's saying auto wealth building. How are we auto wealth building? We're auto wealth building because we're buying silver every month on automatic. Some people say, I didn't know it was an auto ship. She says auto wealth building. You're getting silver to your door every month so you can start accumulating wealth in your portfolio. Just like if you have a mutual fund and every month you're paying into your mutual fund, you don't get a mutual fund and then buy one time and then say, well, I got some shares in my mutual fund. No, it's every month consistently over time. Same thing with your, let's say if you're getting into cryptocurrency, right? And you want to, you're buying coins, you heard $1 cost averaging every month. Maybe you're buying $100 of Bitcoin every month. The dollar cost average is not, oh, I'm just putting $100 in one time. That's not going to give you no money, right? It's over time. Same thing with your silver. You're not going to get into a wealthy place with precious metals saying, oh, I got $300 worth of silver. Okay. As Cedric says, okay. No, you want to get onto it every single month. I don't care if it's one coin, but this is the auto wealth building. If some months you have more money than other months, maybe you up it. Some months it goes down, something you can adjust it, but you want to get in the habit of building your precious metals portfolio and attach it to a goal. This is what I did. At first, I came in with 10 coins because as a networker, I know that what I do duplicates. And as I am recruiting and people say, how did you come in? I can't be promoting 10 coins if I came in with 2 coins. So I knew I wanted to do the best that I could. So I could tell people this is why I came in, because typically what you do duplicates. And I'm not trying to duplicate 1 or 2 of anything. So that's why I did 10. And that's why I'm at level 13 now. And that's why I signed up a lot of people at 10, because they did what I did. And that put them in a good position because now they have 10 coins instead of one or 2. But you can change. So I was like, oh yeah, I might back it down to 4. But then I thought about my family. I'm like, wait a minute, I've got 5 children. I've got 5 grandkids. That's 10. So then that was my motivation to keep it up. 1 for each child and 1 for each grandchild. So if I can't do that for my family, so I'm like, okay, so that's my reason why I'm keeping 10. I'm not saying you have to keep 10, but that's my motivation. You may still want to have 10, even if it's just you. But I'm just saying I tied it to something so I would have a reason. Every month, I'm excited about getting my 10 because I'm doing something for my generations. And then I might end up doing more 16 because that's for them. I want mine for me. So we have a 16 coin package now. So I may get 6 for myself and then 10 for my kids and the grandkids combined. So think about that. Watch that video, understand this auto wealth building. And she talks about 2 ways, getting the coins, but also you'll hear her refer to sharing this with others and making money through the compensation plan. So those 2 things together will supercharge your auto wealth because now you have more money coming in from the comp plan, which you can buy silver, or because you're building, there are different things they do that where you can earn free silver. But you got those 2 things together, more money that you're generating because you're sharing this with others, and the automatic increase of wealth building because you're now in the precious metals space. That should put a proud smile on your face because most of, when I say us, when I'm talking about Black people, I know it's not all Black people in here, but most people don't even have precious metals in their portfolio. And I'm talking Black people because we're totally behind in the wealth gap between us and them. So, I mean, right now we need to make up for lost time for what we have not been doing, for making a lot of purchases, but on consumable goods and not assets. So there's a reason your family needs to hear about this. There's a reason why you need to be excited that you are now doing what Robert Kiyosaki has been saying to do: silver, gold, and Bitcoin. You can go to YouTube and watch those videos. He has nothing to do with Quicksilver, but Robert Kiyosaki, who wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad, he'll tell you now is the time for silver, gold, and Bitcoin. Educate yourself. Watch some of that. Before I move on, anybody have anything they want to add in reference to any of that? Any comments, questions, feedback? Somebody say something to let me know that you get what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying, and it's more clarifying what you just said as to why I should be proud of this business that I'm in, and I have something to lean on to say to other people as they want to give me a rebuttal or whatever.
Gotcha. Awesome. Thank you, Doris. Anybody else?
Yes, you're saying get in where you can fit, where you fit in, right? So if you have whatever, start somewhere, but start and get in the game, and then you can start increasing as you can. Is that true?
Absolutely.
Oh, increasing by faith. Look, it's a faith walk. So increase as the Lord allows you to, yes. But just get in, jump in. Okay.
That's why I tell people, get in when you fit in. Cedric always says when he's on call, look, you're gonna spend $40 down at Walmart this weekend and not think anything of it. He said if you can't take $40, if a person don't have $40 to buy a coin, they shouldn't even be in my phone. Right? So
Oh my.
So when we say $40, you can say, well, we're $40 because we really don't want to sign people up for $40. But if somebody just did one coin and the $9.97, they would be in for like $40-some. So once in a while, you may meet somebody that has to start like that just to get started and lock in their place. See me, and then they'll come back the next week and maybe order the challenge kit or Friday when you get paid or something like that, and that's fine. But I would suggest that people lock in their spot, especially now with the marketing system, and you're going to have more people coming in. It behooves people to get themselves positioned early so that as people drop in, they'll already have those people under them instead of them being under the people who will come later. Okay. Next thing, in reference to the marketing system too, it does not mean that you don't have to talk to people. Sometimes with funnels, a person will just get it and it leads them to your page and they'll just sign up and you will get somebody without talking to them. But understand still, again, this is a people business. You're going to get those dings on your phone that you got a lead, right? And so when you get the ding on your phone that you have a lead, and then you press the button to follow up with them and it sends them a message, if I were you, I would connect to a person heart to heart. On social media, some of you, like on Facebook, you're talking to people and you're sending messages on Messenger and you're keeping it there. That's not what I do. I recruit so much because as soon as I can, I take that relationship that started online and I bring it offline. I say, hey, let's chat for a moment. What's a good number to reach you? As soon as you can, as soon as I can, I take the relationship that's online and bring it offline. And now I'm talking to the person, I'm asking them questions about them and what they've done, and if they've been in network marketing, what makes them interested in, my XYZ business or whatever it may be. And so I'm building that rapport with them and I'm letting them talk. And then at the end, then I'm making the offering, telling them a little bit about what we have and walking them through getting in if they're ready to do that. But it's important to understand too with your lead, like it's not, the marketing system helps you to connect with more people, but there's still some work you have to do. Like you still have to drive traffic to it or learn to drive traffic to it. But inside of the marketing system is a bunch of education and training that will help you to do all of that. So it's going to help you to learn more about marketing. It's going to give you resources to put you in front of hundreds of more people than you've been in front of in the past years. So you'll have options of things, both online and offline. Because remember, yesterday we talked about those drop cards. So people who like things in their hand and you're out and about the events in the mall and grocery store, and bookstore and whatever, you may want to have something like the drop cards to promote with. If you feel like, man, these online marketers, they're just learning how to crush it. People can send out something and they end up, signing up 10, 20 people, whatever. I kind of want to learn more about the online marketing thing. All of that's inside of there for you to learn about. And then the other great thing for you all and your teams is the training, the network marketing training. You saw Cedric take us through some of that last night. Some of those foundational basics that Delta and I had a conversation and we were talking about how people are missing like the foundational things that we learned in network marketing when we would have to go to the meetings every week. And then there would be the training period and then there would be the opportunity period, right? And I know in the training period, you learn so much during that training, but like personality types and the different types that Cedric went over, Delton can do that presentation. I can do that presentation, whether you call it the wind, the earth, the fire. We always call the colors blue, yellow, reds, and greens, right? So some people call whales, urchins, sharks, and something else, and dolphins. But knowing that information is very important. Overcoming objections, that's in there, like knowing how to overcome objections, all that's in there. I thought of you, Levette, last night when he showed about one of the top 12 is this a pyramid, right? The answer to that is in there. So understand, I want you thinking, not just for you, but for your people. So even if you knew how to answer all of those questions, you're going to have people who don't know. You're going to have people who need to be trained in this industry. And now you get to leverage this system. You get to leverage Cedric Harris. So now you don't have to be the one training them, but the system is $25 is small, y'all. I'm telling you, I've paid $497 for courses that in my early days of network marketing that would teach me some things about network marketing that was not as robust as this and didn't have a marketing system included, right? $497, but we get the $25 a month or $199 for the year if you just want to knock it out with. So make sure that you're sharing the value of the marketing system to your team members, because that could be how you could recruit somebody more readily. Because as we said yesterday, some people are thinking, I can't do this. I don't know how to do this. And when you empower them with, look, girl, don't worry. We got a marketing system that will help you get the message out. So it doesn't have to be you sharing the message, but the system is taking people through the offering. Plus it trains you as well. Anything you need to know to be successful, you get for less than $1 a day in this marketing system. Okay. So that marketing system should help you recruit more people too. And that is going to make people feel empowered. Let's see. So make sure you get it today. Make sure you start sharing that with your people and prospects. And let's see. And I would take this week. It may take you more than a week, but I would really get into it this week. Like get it set up. And when I say set up, it's not a lot. Set up. Remember, Cedric showed you how to go into your Quicksilver back office, copy your personal link, and then just paste it into the marketing system. And then that way, as you are driving people towards the marketing system, they're being led to your Quicksilver site. I mean, so that's the setup. That's really easy. So you're just copying and pasting your link and putting it into the marketing system so that people are being led to your page. That's very important. Just make sure you do that today so you can start putting people into the marketing system. And putting yourself through is the way for you to see what other people will see. So you can do a test and put in your own name and all that. So you can be getting the autoresponder emails and you can see the videos and things that people see as they go through. Okay. And don't forget, a lot of you have people that you've been going to over the last couple of weeks who may have said no. You can now go back to them and put them through the marketing system. That gives you another reason. Hey, listen, Shirley, remember I was telling you how well I was doing, and I was telling you about the Quicksilver business. Well, I just got a hold of this amazing system that's helping me to share what we have automated on automatic. So I wanted to know, if I sent you my link, would you take a look at the new system that may give you some more information than you had before? So something like that to get them in. So down that way, at least now that person's in the system and they'll have the automatic emails going out to them to drip on them. So those are the things that I wanted to share with you all, this morning. I'm quite excited about it. And everybody, just understand, everybody who goes through your system, remember, hit them up with more than just that one thing that you're doing. Hit them up with just more than one thing. Yesterday, I was talking to a girl. She was interested in the wellness business that I have, right? So we talked about that. And I said, hey, listen, in my group, you're going to see us talk about financial wellness as well as body wellness, because we believe that your health is your greatest wealth, but then don't have your bank account sick. She said, oh, yeah, I agree. So you're going to see some things that we're going to talk about as far as precious metals. You may see some things about digital currency in time. She was like, ooh, now you really get me excited. So I just kind of like wet her whistle a little bit. I didn't put everything on her, like, oh, look at all of these things, but I'm getting her set with what she wanted first, but then opening her mind to know, okay, hey, we got more for you. We got a portfolio of things. Now we're going to help you to get set in your wealth building with precious metals. Now that you got your health right, we're going to get your pocketbook right as well with the precious metals, and then even show you how to get into the digital currency space if that's something you want to do. She left off the phone really excited about the potential of all of that. So we're going to be double and triple dipping. All right, guys. Anybody have any comments, feedback, questions, anything they'd like to share about anything we talked about this morning?
Bumi, I have a question.
Yes.
When Cedric was talking about the marketing last night, I see they mentioned like in Quicksilver, you have how you call that, leads? Like I see some people had like 200 leads and so on.
Mm-hmm.
So how does that go? Because like I didn't start big, I started small. So how would I have to do something else to get those leads, or I get them automatic?
Oh no, those leads the people had already were because they had the company marketing system. And so they had been marketing so that they had leads in their company marketing system. So that's where those leads came from.
Oh, okay. So like me that just start, I don't have any.
Right. Well, you never had a marketing system until now.
Okay.
So,
all right.
right.
Okay.
Right. So now you're going to start doing what those people had been doing. You're going to start driving traffic and people to take a look at the information.
Yes.
So before, when you were just giving out your quicksilver.me/your ID number, now you're going to be giving out your domain name. Okay.
Right.
Remember that he showed you how to go get a domain name. So if it's Stack Silver with Angie, that's what you're going to be sending people to, stacksilverwithangie.com. And then people can,
But
when they go to that, it's going to put them through the funnel, the Quicksilver funnel that Cedric built.
because he was saying it's so much, so and I'm not so all that techie thing, because he was mentioning you go in Quicksilver and you take your link and you put it in something of OTT.
Yes, so that's what I was mentioning. It is very simple. Felicia can help you. You just grab your Quicksilver link, your quicksilver.me/your ID number, and you're just going to, as a place to copy and paste it so that the system will be driving people to your Quicksilver. That's it.
So where does that domain name come in? That's what was confusing.
The domain name comes in when you are, so there would be like a really long URL that you'll get that you would be sending somebody to get to your funnel. So like your funnel has a web address. You don't know what it is now because you haven't set it up.
Okay. All
but
right.
when you set it up, you'll be given it. And then that's what you forward your domain name to. So you just have to go through the process.
Yes. And I think it will make more sense as I go through the training, the videos, because I only went through the first two already.
Okay.
So I think as I go along, it will make more sense.
Mm-hmm. So, and then the other suggestion I would give, maybe, you know how he did decide abundance? That's very generic. So that could be used for anything. If you use Stack Silver with Angie, you couldn't use that later on for your wellness business. So you may, it's up to you. You may want to go general, like decideabundance.com. I like that. That's real general. That just gave me an idea for one. So you could use that for any business. So, but it's up to you if you want to use something with silver in it, or, precious metals or whatever. Just The main thing is just get a, you want to promote with a domain name. You need to get a domain name.
All right.
Okay, who's next? Lavette, ask me a question.
I have a question,
Make it-
Boomy.
Who's that?
Doris. I have this person on Messenger who says she can't make up her mind if she wants to be an affiliate or a customer as it relates to silver.
Okay, well, you're already got to go back and correct what you're doing, because if you got somebody who's thinking about that, you should have done it. Have you done a three-way?
No, because I asked for a good number for us to talk on. She hasn't sent it yet.
Okay, so what I would say is, hey, Shirley, part of the reason why our team is so successful is because we have a system that we use. I've got to introduce you to my business partner, Boomy, more than you edify. Because if you decide that you want to make some money with this, she's going to help you like she's helping me, and you just got to meet her.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
So y'all got to remember to, like, if you got a person who's trying to make a decision about something, like the three-way call is part of the decision. That's going to help them to make a decision, because it could be that they, again, feel supported knowing, oh, it's not just you, Doris. Oh, you've got access to the team leader. Oh, okay, I see. It's not just you, it's somebody else. I mean, there's so many reasons to do the three-way, but you want to make sure that you don't miss that step. That's another reason why I always use that. I mean, 90% of the time.
So can I be aggressive and call her on her messenger phone?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I wouldn't even call that aggressive. I would say, hey, Judy, it is, we definitely need to talk really quickly. I'm going to ring you a little later today, just a way you can let her know that you're going to call her.
Okay. Okay. I like that. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Boomy,
Yes.
another question. I was talking to somebody and they said they prefer gold. I mean, we always say we haven't got to judge people, but in my mind, I don't think that person really can do gold yet. But does Quicksilver have gold?
Yes. We have gold too. So somebody says you prefer gold, I would say, oh, okay, tell me more about that. Why do you prefer gold? They don't have a good reasoning. I would say, oh, okay, so gold is at 1,800 an ounce compared to silver is at 20 something, but so you're prepared to buy an ounce of gold. So, they just, you can't just go say you got to know how to come back. That person, they probably, you try to tell them buy 10 coins, they probably don't even want to buy 10 coins. And then they say they prefer gold. Okay, give me $1,800 and we'll get you an ounce of gold. So
how much is our gold? About 1,800?
No, look in the back office and you'll see. I don't know. I haven't paid attention to the gold. Look and see what's available to them.
So I didn't even know we had gold.
Mm-hmm. Well,
so if somebody wants to order gold, they can buy gold then?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Boomy.
Yes.
I'm gonna give you a call later this evening for three ways later this evening.
Okay.
What's a good time for you? 4, 5, 6? Well, after work, about 6 o'clock maybe. That's good for you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm open most of the day.
Okay.
So long as I'm not on the phone. So like right now I could say I'm open, but somebody else could always come in and, and I'll
Well,
be
they
on
at
the,
work, right? The girls at
but-
work now, they at work right now. They at
Yeah.
work, so I'll be late this evening.
okay. All right. I was thinking about you this morning because I think you messaged me and I was like, oh, wait a minute. I think Sylvia went away and I never
I
responded.
did. I was gone away. Got back
Oh,
yesterday morning. Yeah, I was gone.
glad you made it back safely.
And what is the best? Is it the 9009 number, please, Dr. Bumi? Is that the best? way to be-
90888-2000.
I'm sorry, 90. Okay,
980-888-2000.
thank you so much.
You're welcome. Hey, let me say one more thing to those of you who have told me that you want to be builders and you want to make a lot of money in this industry. Look at what Cedric is doing and then copy it to some level. For example, you heard him last night saying, well, all my training is going to be, the training for the team is going to be inside the marketing system, but you're going to still see me doing my generic training online, giving value. What have you heard me tell you all that you should be doing? When you make your posts, when you do your lives, it's about giving value. You hear Cedric saying, this is what I do. That's part of his success. It would be part of your success if you would do that consistently. He has people that follow him, and how can he sign up in something and then all of a sudden have 200 personals? Because over the years, he's consistently given value so that people trust him. People follow him who aren't even in his company, but during the next run of something that he launches, maybe they weren't with him last time, but they're going to be with them this coming up time because he is a voice of value in the marketplace. You shouldn't see yourself any different. Like, ooh, no, well, that's him. Well, no, that should be you. Maybe you're not doing a full hour training, but you can do a reel. You can do 30 seconds. You can make a post to give value. Some of you, I just wish I could open up your heads and pour this in. Like, you're missing a following of people. You're missing a ton of your groups. You're missing who you could be in the industry because it's like you're scared to share what you have as far as value. Not like, oh, buy from me, but you all went through. I mean, Cedric went through the thing on personalities last night, right? I mean, you could take one thing. Hold on. You could take one thing that you learned from last night and do a post on it or do a video on it for 30 seconds. Like, videos don't have to be long. You could do a reel or you could do a story for 30 seconds giving a nugget. And then that could be what your thing of how you do. Like, people who do TikToks or whatever, they're not long. They may give a nugget about finances, a nugget about insurance, a nugget about self-defense, or whatever they're doing, nugget about network marketing. That's 30 seconds or less. And people go to watch those. But same thing, you got to figure out, you got to give value. What is going to make people want to follow you is not because you're selling silver. It's not because you're selling B-cardio. It's not because you're selling a detox tea. What value are you giving people to make them say, wow, she's inspirational. Wow, she knows a lot. Wow, she knows her stuff. Wow, she's committed. Oh, she takes her business seriously. Oh, she's really growing. Oh, she helps others to grow. Y'all got to understand what really recruits, and what recruits is not the product that you're selling. People follow people, not products and services. So you can't, you got to, I don't know how many ways, I can't, I'm just saying the same thing. You got to come from the back and come up front. Is Cedric in the back? Or is anybody from any company who makes, like, I know people from companies who may make $100,000 a month and they don't even talk a lot, but they may use their social media in a way to come up front. Like, so, yeah, they may say something from the front of the stage, but really they're a quiet person. But now they're using their social media to say something loud. For example, Felicia, Elisha Bierman does not talk much, right? But he knows how to market, and on social media, You see that he's about abundance. You see that he's about lifestyle. So he's saying in words and he's saying in pictures what he's not saying out of his mouth. And he's creating a following from that.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going around making a lot of videos about exactly what he's selling, but he's selling his lifestyle. And if you follow me, you could have this lifestyle.
I see him. Yes.
So you guys got to understand. So Cedric doesn't sell like lifestyle like that, but he gives value of education, of good sound principles, network marketing, teaching. So that's the value that he's giving. And that's the following that he's creating. That's why you all got to know where you are going, what you are learning, who you're becoming, and show that. You just can't be scared to do it. That's what social media is about. Allows you to be social and allows you to play the game in front of the fans. But you got to play the game. You got to be able to show who you are and what you are, where you're going. Vision cast. Like, people want to see something. And I'm telling you this one more time. People validate, like, they are looking at you to see if you qualify in their mind for someone they want to sign up with. The girl yesterday who I told you wanted to do my wellness company, and then I told her about the other things. Guess what she did? She started telling me, oh yeah, I saw your house and how you used to be in Section 8 housing and how you didn't have much money. And I said, yeah, God really blessed you. And, you know, that's so awesome that you could come from that place and be where you are now. Well, Cedric said the other day, last week, some of you aren't telling your story about the beginning, like the things you went through, like when he told about him being in jail, like when I tell about being in Section 8. So as soon as he said that, I'm a coachable. I made a video talking about those things. My process of getting this house when I had no money, had no credit, was living in Section 8 housing. That inspired her because I followed what the leader said to do when she said she wanted to be in my wellness business. Like, she just came from random person online, like trying to get in my group. And I was like, oh, are you still interested in this business? And she was like, oh yeah. And because I messaged her, guess what she did? She went to my wall to find out who I was. She doesn't know me from Adam, but because I had enough material on my wall, telling my story, showing what I do and my family, guess what? When we talked, it was like we had been knowing each other. And she started telling me stuff. And I was like, wow, she was really looking. So I was validated in her eyes because I had stuff online for that would validate me. And it wasn't just because, oh, I'm here, I've arrived. No, she liked the part of where I came from and how I moved through, because she was going through something and she is in the process of moving through. And so it makes her feel like, oh man, you were here. If you did it, I can do it too. And I've been telling you all that for a long time.
Amen. Amen.
Don't be afraid to tell your story. People want to hear your story. They want to be able to relate to something. That's why when people are 400 pounds and they get out there and they tell about their journey, hey, listen, I'm going to attack this weight loss thing this time, follow me, or I'm 200, I haven't been under 200 pounds in 10 years, but I'm going to get this done. Like, some people would be afraid to say that and show that. Other people know that that's going to bring them a following and they're going to sell because of that. One day y'all gonna be like, dang, I should have started doing this 5 years ago. You're right. So anybody have anything else before we go?
Okay, Bumi.
Yes.
Well, as you're talking, I was thinking. To me, it is. I mean, it's just my thought. Like, it is so much easier. Like, when you see, like, as Cedric is where he is, where you are, So it is easier to talk about where you was and what brought you, how you came to where you are. But when somebody is in the area where you was or where you were and where Cedric was, how would somebody speak about that?
Great question. Y'all listen up. Couple principles to know. You got to know where you are going, right? And that is the vision that you're casting. So it would be something like, right now, I've made a decision that I am going to get to my wealthy place. For all these years, I've been struggling. I had good years, I had bad years, but more bad than good if you talk about my bank account. But I've made a decision that I don't care how old I am, abundance is all around us, and I am going to experience the abundance. And so this is what I'm doing. I'm so excited that I've hooked up with some people who are showing me how. So yes, I read the books and yes, I watch the videos, but now I've got mentors in my life, such as Cedric Harris. I'm surrounding myself around people such as Boomy Moore, and I'm connected to these people who are doing it and who are winning. And I'm telling you, I'm going to win too. That's how you,
And you know what, Boomy?
yes.
I was so glad that she asked that question and your response, but that's how you kick it off. I have
Yes.
to do the same thing. That's how you kick it off. And then you just keep showing up from there. And you know what, even if you do something daily, well, today was a success because, and it could be something as simple as you watched this amazing video and it helped to expand your mindset. So, Miss Angela, really what Boomy just said, that's perfect. It's just like what she said about the 400-pound person. She is, or he or she is claiming that that's what they're going to do. And then you bet, because I've seen it happen on social media, they are going to take everybody else on the journey with them. Their first 20 pounds, 30, 40, 200, 300 pounds. They will be showing up on a regular basis, showing people how they're doing it. So we may not be showing up saying, oh, we have to lose 400 pounds, but this is where I am. This is where I know I'm going. And then take the people on the journey with us. And every little win counts.
Wow.
So we should be savoring every little win.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's
Yes.
great.
So GoDaddy.com is one way we can get on this winning journey. Is that right, Dr. Boomy?
So that's
Go-
how you get a domain name in order to promote the marketing site. So you do need to have a domain name. Let me get back to what Felicia and Miss Angela was just saying, because
Yes.
guys, this is so important.
Awesome. That was awesome. Yes.
Like I don't want this conversation to end and you just like, okay, but like you got to do these things. You got to start. You got to just, if you're fearful of telling the story, just feel the fear and do it anyway. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Remember Cedric told you when Jeffrey Combs told him, hey, Ced, tell him the part, the part. And he was trying to focus on all the good parts of where he is now. He said, no, tell him. And when he told him about the drugs and when he told him about being in jail, when he told him about the boot camp and identify with that, then that he signed up 22 people. It's okay. You're not trying to say, oh, I'm rich. That's not what people want to hear. They want to hear, I came to this country back in 1960 And I didn't know, you tell about when you came to this country and all the harsh, then what happened, and like you guys bring them into a story of it, help them to get to know you. And then you never know, there could be, oh, you know what, I'm from the islands. Some other people from the islands will see like, oh my goodness, there's this lady and she's inspirational and she's done this. And you can talk about, look, I've tried different businesses and, some I made money, some I didn't. But you know what, I'm the kind of person where I'm not giving up. And a person who's like you, like, yeah, you know what, I like her. She said she's not giving up. And that makes them want to do business with you. But if you're not talking about what's inside of you that other people can identify with, then they're not like, you're not giving them any material for them to connect with.
Yep.
Y'all got to let your light shine, and you got to like be able to tell the story, understand you're inspiring people, but they don't want to know just the end. Like, oh, I got this, I got that. Where'd you come from? And who's inspiring you? Like, even like the things that you learn. Like yesterday I made a post. I was telling Weve, I made a post on earthing, right? And I was just showing our feet on the ground. I talked about all the benefits of earthing. Why would I do that? Well, that has to do with wellness. I'm validating myself being in the wellness business. That's not anything I'm selling anybody. I don't sell earthing mats. I'm not trying to I don't have an earthing machine, but it's in the wellness lane, and that's validating me of being a wellness professional because I'm talking wellness. So then when somebody does come and want to know more about one of my products, they see, oh, I'm not just trying to sell them something. I am wellness. I'm helping people, giving value in wellness. See ya. So my mother said, oh, this has been a good lesson. So you guys get that. So that's not me being salesy at all, because I'm not selling anything, but that's me positioning myself as a wellness professional, because I'm just giving people value, talking about something new I'm doing that, getting the electrons from the earth is into your bloodstream, helps to heal the body of inflammation. It helps to cure lots of different diseases. I watched this documentary on earthing. I sent it to Felicia. I'm going to get material from that and post it out. That's going to help me make sales in my wellness business, because it's validating me in the wellness industry, because I'm giving tips of value. I told you all to ask yourself, what value is this post bringing to the marketplace? That's how you position yourself. You got to give value.
Okay. Yes. Wow.
I don't know how many ways I can say it.
Can I get a
Okay.
copy of this?
Hey, go ahead,
recording?
Lynette.
Okay,
get-
that's awesome. Wow. So we got to do posting on however we can bring value so people can understand. They can look up and notice that, oh, this person is about something. I need
Yes.
to, they're sharing information or wisdom that I don't have, and I'm I'll be better off, and I'm the better for it by listening to them. So I need to stay close to them and then maybe start following them. Is that
Yeah.
true? Yes.
Yes.
Awesome.
All right. Thanks, Tillery. That was a great interpretation. Now,
Awesome. Wow.
I just wanted to ask if I can get the recording for this. I'm at work. I'm not writing anything down.
oh yeah, let me do that right now as we hang up so I won't forget. Yeah. I'll see you.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. All right, guys. Well, we've been here for an hour now. What's today? It's Wednesday. Okay, so we'll be back tomorrow morning. I'm gonna go right now and do personal development, and then I'm gonna get into my my system, my marketing system. And if you need me, y'all give me a call. Okay, love you all. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Have a blessed day. Boomy,
Bye-bye.
hello.
Everyone.
I'll be so we'll be in Atlanta this weekend. We have a loved one getting married, so my children getting me there. So anyway, so those 2 days, I just need to, I have to grasp I just need to grasp this and just really kind of show up